G'day gang, GameolioDan here, how you going? We're back in Elder Scrolls Online in Greymoor. Oh, look at these little birdies. Oh, the little birdies. Alright, so we've got to make our way over to Midland, but we are going to explore this zone, or this area. We're going to go this way, and maybe there'll be something over there. And then we'll probably turn around here, work our way to this camp. I think we might actually just do the quest here while we're passing by. Because I don't know if we'll be passing by again. I cannot see into the future, unfortunately. I do not know. Anyway, for now, let's ride up here. Keep our eyes peeled as always, looking for a sky shard or two. Hidden amongst the... what's that poking out there? Amongst the ice. It just seems like there's so many places where it could be, but it probably isn't. Many places where it could be tucked behind, but it's probably not there. Oh, there is something here. Lendoran Ruin. Oh, and there's a wolf there. And another one. Oh, here we go. Oh, look at this. These two are having a scrap. This is definitely a place where some words were learnt. Will be learnt in the future. What's their deal? The mammoth and the bristleback, they're not having a bit of a tiff over there. There's a heavy sack. No chests hidden around the back or anything like that. You remember in that game? You know that game. You'd go behind the back of these places and you'd like find a chest or something. Sneaky chest. Oh, and here's the entrance. Oh. Or maybe the exit. Can't go in there though. It's all frosted up. Alright, well that was cool, but... can we enter? Is there a delve here or something? The dragon's belly. Oh! Somebody's having a scrap. Probably don't need my help, but... there you go. Don't think they'd need my help at all. Doing some mining, I guess. Sky shard there, nope. Up on the other mountain. Yeah, oh there, oh. Oh, I tell you, sometimes it's just so bizarre. It is so bizarre. It's right there in front of me again. I thought, yeah, maybe it's up there, like around the side. Or maybe it'll be like right on the top, like a beacon. I was about to say, this place here, I think I actually remember going to it in Skyrim. But we had to go, I'm pretty sure I had to fight my way through there. Which probably would have taken me eventually up the top there. May have been an exit. There is a quest over here. If I can get down somewhat safely. A hawk or an eagle there? Yeah, like where this guy's going. Oh, okay, just go. Oh, right, there's a big old rock in the way. Can't get through. Oh, maybe it gets cleared. It'll get cleared later on and somebody will repurpose it. Quest over here. Umgayak. But he's above. The dragon's belly discovered. Jewelry crafting station, dragons up. Oh, righto. Set jewelry. No jewelry. No set jewelry types found. How does that work exactly? I've never really mucked around with these. Do I have to go and find that? Or is it a skill-based thing? Like I need to rank up. I have to check up on that. Or if anybody knows, please feel free to say below. Or maybe you can know, you know of a website there you go. Oh, here we go. Oh, right. Or maybe it is though. It's a skill thing. I'm at 43. Maybe you need to be like a high level. Or higher level, because I'm not so high on those other things. Part of the dragon's appetite set. Weapon damage, stamina recovery. Okay. Alright. Okay. I hear what you're saying. Or maybe it's research. I need to research these items. And then I'm able to make them over here. Alright, anyway. We discovered that. Let's go and check out this quest over here. Hello there.
Best turn around and head back the way you came, traveler.
Why's that?
Not safe here. If you're heading to Mor Khazgur to trade, don't bother. Damn mine collapsed and the whole clan's on edge. The fact that Chief Urzik and Overseer Thulsgreg are at each other's throats doesn't help. Typical.
Your mine collapsed?
Yeah, I don't know all the details. Just heard a loud rumble and miners scrambling out of the mine, shouting and coughing. The way I hear it, some workers are still trapped inside. Not sure what the chief plans to do about it, honestly. Ugly business.
Any idea what caused the collapse?
Depends on who you ask. Some members of the clan blame the chief. Not out loud, mind you. Others blame the overseer for not falling in line. Either way, the clan won't last long without the mine. If you wanted to lend a hand, nobody would stop you.
I'll see what I can do.
Chief Urzik's smart. Brave as they come. But I've got to tell you, part of me wonders if she went too far with her new mining methods. Progress, am I right? If you try something new, be ready to take your lumps.
Can you tell me about Chief Urzik?
She's strong, but her methods don't always sit well with the clan. She earned her place as chief, no question. But where orcs are concerned, a little progress goes a long way. Push things too far, and people start getting their tusks in a twist.
Who is Overseer Thulsgreg?
Thulsgreg runs the clan's mining operation. He would have ruled the clan if Chief Urzik hadn't challenged him. He still holds a grudge, I think. Hard to blame him. Our clan's never been too strict with tradition, but he'd love to change that.
Starting to form a picture of what's going on over there before I even get over there. But alright, so now we definitely got a reason to go back. Let's keep looking. Oh, what's this? What's this over here? Ah, right. Another entrance to something. Something. Somewhere. Got a bunch of vampiric bears over here. Ah, take him down. That guy was working on another one. Another one. No, no. How tough these bears. Put them out of their misery. Target is out of range. Interesting. Alright. Let's work our way back to the mine. A little bit more open, this area. Yeah, that's where we came from before. We came down that road and we used that way shrine there. Just gonna ride over here and see if there's anything up here. Seems a little bit too open and I have my suspicions. Oh, this could be leading up to a mine. Or the mine. Yep, okay, we'll be back then. I'm jumping the gun. I wonder if they remember who that person was that, you know, lent that item before. I wonder if they remember. I don't think they do. Hey, buddy.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm not interested? Go bother someone else.
Oh, sorry, Magarok. Sorry.
Sure, our chief has some strange ideas, but who am I to question them? The clan must remain unified to survive. Mor Khazgur needs a change. We can't keep struggling like this.
Why is Mor Khazgur struggling?
Mines aren't what they used to be. We pulled less ore this season than ever. The place is drying up faster than we anticipated. Which is why the chief has us working so hard. If not for her, we'd starve. But people pretend not to understand that.
People don't like the chief?
An orc chief will not face rebellion from their clan, but an unpopular chief may struggle with less direct opposition and more underhanded challenges. Overseer Thulsgreg, for example. He's never gotten over losing the title of chief to her.
What do you think of Overseer Thulsgreg?
Nothing. This feud with Chief Urzik and Overseer Thulsgreg must end. He should obey his chief. Simple as that. If I was in charge, I would have crushed the fight out of him already. But Chief Urzik seems to want to take a more diplomatic route.
Okay. It's actually quite a wide open area back here, isn't it? Sourhide. A history of Mor Khazgur. The orcs of Mor Khazgur are a particularly prickly bunch. Even for orcs, it wasn't easy to compile this information. I wouldn't have been able to do so at all were it not for a few patient miners who dealt with my constant questions with only slight annoyance and threat to my physical being. After leaving Hrothgar, the founding orcs of Mor Khazgur clan found a prosperous rich mine and decided to settle there. In the early days, the mine was self-sustaining. The place overflowed with resources and the orcs settled into a rhythm. They built their settlement around the mine and flourished. The current mine overseer, Overseer Thulsgreg, comes from a long line of leadership. His grandfather and father were the chiefs of the clan before him. They led the clan during a sort of golden age of the mine. When the mines themselves flourished, the clan saw a good deal of success and comfortable living, even separated from Orsinium. It was always assumed that Thulsgreg would inherit the mine from his father, which is strange considering he married beforehand. This clan isn't strictly traditional, but even still, that came as quite a shock to me. Unfortunately for him, as his father began to prepare to pass down the title, the Mor Khazgur mines dried up. Not completely, mind you, but the decline was quick and noticeable. The only prospering clan was suddenly confronted with the very real possibility of drying out. The mine would dry up, and they would have nothing left. Thankfully, a new chief stepped up. A strong young orc named Urzik challenged Thulsgreg for the title. She won and immediately installed new mining practices to bring the clan back to its former glory. Ushtag. Got a bear friend. Shadagolga. Bruamag. Where is she? I'm in the wrong spot. So many problems plague Tamriel these days, stranger. How do I choose which to address? Everywhere you turn, someone needs help. If it isn't some danger causing havoc, it's dragons, or vampires, or necromancers, or something. It's true. True story. Where's the chief?
Chief Urzik should punish those disobedient miners. They bring great shame on our clan by defying our chief.
Well, there's no chief, but there's King Thunder. King Thunder, an impressively crafted Orsima drum with a booming bass voice from the time of the first Orsinium. Orsima? 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 We're shearing around. Maybe over on the... around the back. I'll leave him to be. He's busy mending and repairing.
Do you like my armor? Made it myself. My father's a tanner back in Hrothgar. I grew up with the smell of boiling hide in the house. I grew to love it. Reminds me of home. One day I'll go back.
Maybe you will, Dark Lady. Maybe you will. I know who she is. I'm sure I know who it is. Still running those winds, eh? Alright, so. Still haven't found her. She's all the way at the back. She's at the mine, I guess. Oh no, here she is.
Damn it, Urzik, Chief. We can't risk letting those monsters out. Think about the rest of the clan.
We're orcs, Thulsgreg. I'm not about to tuck tail while our kin fight for their lives. This isn't your business, stranger. Malak's jawbone, how did you even get in here? Ugh, it doesn't matter. I've got this insubordinate worm to deal with. My people are trapped in the mine and need help. If he doesn't fall in line, it's his funeral.
I heard about the mine collapse. What happened?
An accident. Or at least, I hope it was an accident. Either way, what I need right now is for Overseer Thulsgreg to follow orders and talk some sense into his fool wife, Mazog. She hid the key to the mines, and I aim to know where.
Why would she hide the key?
When the mine collapsed, strange creatures from below stormed the tunnels. Mazog locked the door to the mine to keep them contained. But by doing that, she trapped a handful of survivors inside.
Maybe I could talk to Overseer Thulsgreg.
Try if you want, but know this. I'll do what I have to get that key. The clan won't like it. They're frustrated as it is. But as chief, I'm bound to do what's best for the stronghold. If what's best for the clan is Thulsgreg on a pike, so be it.
I'll talk to Overseer Thulsgreg.
Good luck making him see reason. You'll need it.
Listen, buddy.
If you're here to convince me to turn over the key, save your breath. It's too risky to expose the stronghold to attack. Urzik knows this, but she's too stubborn to admit it. Mazog hid the key for good reason. That's all I've got to say about it.
Aren't you concerned for the survivors?
Of course I am. Those orcs are my kin, same as Urzik. But we have to face facts. They're probably dead. Chief Urzik thinks she can solve every problem with her damned alchemy, but enough is enough. I won't allow her to endanger the stronghold.
Alchemy?
She uses potions that dissolve stone. It makes mining quicker work, sure, but it's not our way, and it's dangerous. I'd bet my tusks that her alchemy's to blame for the collapse. Meanwhile, my wife's locked in a cage. How's that for irony?
Where is this cage she's locked in?
In a storeroom beneath the longhouse. Now listen, I don't want you trying to break her out. Neither of you would make it out of the stronghold alive. But you can talk to her if you want. You should hear her side of the story.
Fair enough. I'll talk to Mazog.
Fair warning, she's stubborn. More stubborn than I am, so watch out.
Why do you dislike Chief Urzik so much?
That obvious, huh? For years, my family ruled the stronghold. When my father passed, the role of chief should have fallen to me. Urzik's challenge for the title was an affront to the traditions this clan has survived on for generations.
Does your clan always adhere to tradition?
We abandoned our people's cruder customs long ago. People marry who they wish, for instance. But the traditions we kept are sacred. We honor the code. Tradition sustains and protects us. But Chief Urzik ignores any rule or custom she pleases.
So you think she stole the title from you?
No, maybe. Truth is, she challenged me in combat and I lost. But only because of her alchemical tricks. I would have defeated her if she fought like a true orc, with her fists and her sword.
So, you really have a problem with alchemical mining?
It's not just me. Most of the clan's uneasy with it. Orcish culture is built on tradition, hard work. Without that, we're nothing. We've mined for generations using nothing but pick and spade. To turn our backs on that is just foolish.
But has the alchemy helped the clan?
Yes and no. Sure, we collect twice the ore in half the time, but it's dangerous. We're miners, not mages. Nobody knows what the tusk they're doing with that stuff. A disaster like this was inevitable.
Okay. Find Marzog. She's locked in a cage. The cage is over there. Now it says it's below. I didn't know there was a below. I guess it's on the outside as well. Around the back. Aha. Doesn't seem like it would be too difficult to escape.
If you're here to get me to tell you where the key to the mine is, you're out of luck. Unlike our chief, I care about the safety of our clan. We should never have used alchemy in the first place. I knew this was where Urzik's methods would lead.
You think alchemy caused the mine collapse?
Doesn't matter now. If Chief Urzik gets her way, she'll open the mine and those creatures will run riot all over the stronghold. Orcs are supposed to jump at a glorious death. But I've seen enough death to know there's nothing glorious about it.
I'll keep the stronghold safe.
There's something about the way you hold yourself. I believe you. This might be a mistake. But if you really think you can keep my people safe and rescue my kin, I'd be a fool not to help you.
Good. Now, where is the key?
I hid it on top of the watchtower. The fate of this clan is in your hands now, outsider. Moloch, help us all if you fail. There's a door out of the storeroom to your right. Go quickly.
I just did a mind trick on her, didn't I? Who was that? Somebody just spoke. Or maybe that was from up top. Aha, right. So there was an entrance there too. Alright, so let's get the key from the watchtower. Mine key. This heavy iron key should open the Mor Khazgur mine.
What?
Nothing, man. I'm just...
What do you want?
Nothing. I was just gonna say hello. How you going? How's everything going up there? That's all I was gonna say. But I guess you don't want that, so I won't. I'll just go about my business. Saving your community.
Do you have the key? Did you recover the key?
Yes, I have it.
Good. I don't know how you convinced her, but I don't care. Now we can get inside and rescue my people. Maybe we'll even get lucky and find out how this tragedy occurred in the first place.
Overseer Thulsgreg and Mazog think your alchemy must have caused the collapse.
No surprise there. The fact is, my stone melt solution is completely safe. Mazog has never liked my methods or my leadership. She worries like an elf 3 times her age. If she or Thulsgreg had even a mouse's courage, they'd be thanking me.
Do you think Mazog might have something to do with the mine collapse?
No. No. She's insubordinate, fretful, but she'd never put her kin in danger. Sabotage isn't in her nature, or Thulsgreg's. Give me the key, we're wasting time.
Take it. I'll meet you inside. Your warrior's not going to join us in there? Okay. The orcs of Mor Khazgur have mined the Drodak Mountains since the Merethic era. Despite needing to rebuild our stronghold time and time again, the mine is our birthright and our heritage. Overseer Thulsgreg. Oh, that ain't good. Now we've got a dead miner here. Rescue the miners.
You there. Are there other survivors? Where's Foreman Muga?
I haven't seen Muga since the cave-in, Chief. The rest are in hiding. The mines are completely overrun.
All right. Search the tunnels. Let's find the others.
You would like me to do that by myself? Okay.
The collapse is farther down, but some of the survivors might be nearby. Thulsgreg and I will take one path, you take the other. Save as many as you can. And keep an eye out for the Foreman Muga. If anyone knows what happened, it would be him.
Any idea what's attacking the miners?
The orcs who saw them said they looked like pale goblins with eyes like moles. I've heard tales like this before. Hearth Mother's stories to keep the little ones out of the mine. I guess some tall tales are true. Come on, let's find the survivors.
All right.
Damn it! None of this would have happened if we'd been working the stone with our hands instead of Urzik's potions. I guess we should focus on the task at hand. Finding the survivors.
Correcto. Alright, so... Well, I guess I'll take this path. I can see one right there. That guy's gone.
Finally. We've been waiting for relief for hours. You know I'd help fight the monsters off if not for this damned leg. Doesn't matter. I'm ready to get out of here. None of this would have happened if the chief... Never mind.
If the chief what?
She keeps leaning on us to find new veins of ore, but it's nearly dry. We can't produce what doesn't exist. That damn stone melt solution was supposed to speed up the mine expansion, but it went crazy. Now we've got this to contend with too.
Alright, the way is clear. You can head for the surface. It's not too stable around here. A lot of rumbling. Although we haven't seen anything to attack just yet.
Thank Moloch. I thought I would die down here. Who came with you? The chief? Thulsgreg?
Both. Why?
Just wondering if they could bury the hatchet long enough to get us out of this. That business between them is going to come to a head sooner or later. I say let's get it over with. This whole disaster is their fault.
Both of them.
The way is clear. You can escape now. A lot of fallen rocks there. Oh, here we go.
Because it's not her fault. Well, you're not a slit-faced goblin thing or a giant bug. Good news for me, eh? Been stuck here since the collapse. And let me tell you, those things are everywhere. I hope the other workers don't blame the chief for this.
Why?
Because it's not her fault. Her expectations for mine output are reasonable, generous even. But some of Tholsgreg's cronies are never satisfied. I heard rumors that some miners were changing the stone melt recipe to increase our output.
How did they change the recipe?
I don't know. This is rumor, you know? The idea is that a stronger potion could cut through more stone, lighten the work a bit. But Chief Urzek's recipe is very specific. If someone did mess with it, it would have been guesswork.
Alright. Well, the way is clear. You should make your way to the exit. And I see number 4 over here.
Steel and Stone, am I glad to see you. I thought we were done for. Listen, there are still miners that need help. They're trapped behind a tunnel collapse down below. I tried to dig them out, but those creatures started gathering. I had to run.
Tell me about the tunnel collapse.
It's at the entrance to a new dig site. A good one. Plenty of ore in there. I don't know what caused the cave-in. I just heard the rumble and saw the others haul arse to the exits. I tried to help my kin, but those stones are just too big.
Alright, I'll investigate the cave-in. You get going. You get going there, Rip. I mean, sorry, what's your name? Buzzug? Buzzug? Ah, it's not good. The rest of them are down there.
We'll never get to them in time at this rate. We need to dissolve the stone.
Open your eyes, Urzek. It's too unstable. We can't risk a larger collapse. You don't have to be a mine foreman to see how unstable those tunnels are. If Chief Urzek uses more of her stone melt, we're all gonna die.
Chief Urzek seems pretty confident it will work.
She's an alchemist. I'm a mine overseer. I think I've got a better handle on how to move stone. It was only a matter of time before her pride betrayed us. Guess it's fitting that we both get crushed together down here.
Stone melt potion recipe. 2 parts snow bear bile boiled, 1 part dried shallak resin, finely ground, 1 part ash pit powder. To ensure a proper reaction in the stone's composition, ingredients must be mixed in the proper order and in the ratio specified. First create a base of snow bear bile, then slowly stir in the shallak resin until mixture turns foamy and light. Gently sprinkle in the ash pit powder, but be cautious not to overmix the solution before use. When ready to use, shake vigorously and pour onto the desired surface.
Tholsgreg meals like a dog while our kin fight for their lives. Attacking the stone with pick and spade is asinine. We have to make our way through with the stone melt solution.
How do we do that?
Looks like these damn creatures scattered the ingredients all over the place. I'm not about to send these miners back into harm's way. So how about it, outsider? Can you track the ingredients down and bring them back?
Sure. I can find the ingredients. How does the potion work?
Mixing the 3 reagents together creates a potent alchemical solvent. It's perfectly safe, but it does work quickly, so be prepared to move. Just follow my instructions on the table over there. It contains a list of everything you need.
What happens if I make a mistake?
We'll lose precious time, so don't make a mistake. Don't fret, all right? The instructions are simple. That's why I'm having you prepare it instead of doing it myself. I need to show the clan that anyone can do this, even an outsider. No offense.
How did you learn about this stone melt solution?
Just like anything else, in battle. I served the Covenant for a while, and I met a sapper who could collapse castle walls with potions. Made me uncomfortable at first, just like this lot. But then I started studying and realized its potential.
So this started as a siege technique?
It did. But not everything used in war is fundamentally destructive. If I could just get my clan to understand the value of it. To be a chief is to be frustrated, all the time. I just hope we can all learn something here.
Alright, let's go collect those bits and pieces. We gotta find the instructions. We already read them, but I guess we'll have a look at them again.
No one stops digging until we break through.
Gather some ash pit powder. Shulk resin, a waxy substance that smells faintly of wet earth. A small vial of thick, pungent liquid. Ash pit powder, this dark, chalky, alchemical powder resembles coal dust, but emits a low heat. See an enemy up there. And stay down. What's that over there? Oh! That dark blade, with that guy hanging off the wall. Oh, we got a charred egg. Okay, alright. We got a barrel, let's get back down there. Get this thing made up. She reckons we can't mess it up. Oh, hang on, we should read it again. 2 parts snow bear bile, boiled. Dried shulk resin, finely ground. She said, First create a base of snow bear bile, yes, then stir in the shulk resin, okay. Oh, actually it says 2 parts, doesn't it? So we've got to put another one in. Oh, maybe that's all we gotta do. Okay, all good.
Perfect. Now pour the solution onto the rocks blocking the entrance.
Watch out, buddy. Let's try this out.
Well done. Can your shovels and pickaxes compete with that, Greg?
Even a blind edgetair finds a pumpkin once in a while. It was luck and nothing more, Chief. Don't be fooled by this outsider. We'll learn the truth of his cave-in soon enough, and Chief Urzik will have to admit her mistake.
You see? Harmless. Come on. We still haven't found Muga or some of the other miners. Let's move.
Yeah. In we go. A lot of dead miners. A lot of dead miners. It's quite clear. Oh, I'm surprised that I can just straight up walk through all this. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, okay. What have we walked into? Still clear. Okay.
Moloch's jawbone. What happened in here? No time to mull it over. If anyone knows, it'll be Muga. He was probably on the scaffolding managing the evacuation. Head up there and look for him. I've never seen anything like this. That fissure. Did the stone melt really do all this? Doesn't matter. We have miners to save. By my count, 3 orcs are still missing, including the foreman Muga.
You think Muga survived?
He's tough as an Orsinium anvil. He survived. I'm sure of it. Like I said, he probably barked out orders from the scaffolding. Better vantage point up there. You search the top, and I'll look for the other miners below. And hey, one other thing.
What?
Make sure you find out what he knows about all this. I need the full story. I need to know who's to blame. Even if it's me.
Alright. I'll find Muga and ask him what happened.
No telling what's crawling around in here. Fight well, alright? Go.
You too?
He goes to the city for the pickpockets. He enjoys the attention.
Should be somewhere around here.
Hey! Over here! For those... Finally, a friendly face. I knew Chief Urzik wouldn't just sit around and let us die. Came close, though. Almost went down the hole when the scaffolding collapsed. Good thing I'm so nimble, huh?
Muga, right? What happened here?
Wish I could tell you. Mazog, Narsba, and Blograth were getting ready to bore out a new path with the stone melt. Mazog came running back a few minutes later. Then it happened. The mine shook like a wet dog and the whole tusking place came down.
Do you think the others could have survived?
I don't know. I've been a foreman long enough to know when hope's lost. But here I am hoping. I think they made it to the scaffolding, but I'm not sure. I hope you'll do me another favor and look for them. If they survived, they'll need a hand.
Alright. I'll look for Nazba and Blograth. There's 2 over there. Do you reckon we can make this jump? Yeah! New solution, they're both dead. New solution instructions. I don't trust this stone melt potion or the chief's insistence on using it. But she's our chief and we must follow her word. That said, I don't intend to have everyone work themselves to death to meet her production demands. Magic potions don't make the hours pass any faster down here. The deeper we go, the poorer the air quality and less stable the mine becomes. So to meet our quotas, we will quadruple the recipe. This should achieve faster results with less time in the mine shafts. 4 parts dried shulk resin, finely ground. 8 parts snow bear bile boiled. 4 parts ash pit powder. Please use these instructions instead of the previous recipe until I say otherwise. Mazog.
I've searched everywhere, haven't found anyone. Anything up there?
Yeah, there's something up here.
Everyone made it out except for the 3 down here. Any luck finding them? Find any proof of the chief's carelessness?
Muga survived, but the others didn't. Mazog altered the stone melt recipe and caused the collapse.
What? No, there has to be some mistake. Mazog would never hurt the clan on purpose. She only tries to protect us.
She was trying to meet Chief Urzik's production demands while cutting time spent in the mine.
You see, Chief Urzik is just as much to blame. She should have explained this alchemy properly. She should have eased our work schedules. We can argue about who's right later. Right now, we need to focus on getting out of the mine.
Can't we go back the way we came?
We'll have to fight through those creatures again. There's another entry point this way. You just need to make a path for us. I'll help Muga and follow as soon as it's clear.
Right. I don't know about the creatures you're talking about. We've only seen a handful. Well, let's go this way. See what happens. I did see some other adventurers down there, and I guess that kind of illustrates that problem. Alright, find a path out.
Stone melt solution on the boulders and get us out of here.
Alright, I got it. Again? Yeah, I don't want to stone melt myself, do I? Back to Western Skyrim. Ah, right, so that was the exit. Okay, so we come full circle. Kind of. Let's go down and have a chat. Survivors.
Chief Urzik, we don't need to do this in public.
I need to know. Everyone needs to know what happened down there, Tholsgreg. This clan has suffered enough resentful whispers and bad blood. It's time to clear the air.
Please, just listen. Mazog would never put the clan in danger on purpose. She was misguided, and she acted rashly, but she was only trying to meet the chief's demands. When Urzik finds out, Mazog shouldn't suffer for trying to protect her kin.
What kind of punishment will Mazog receive for causing the cave-in?
She'll suffer the blood price. It's how we punish our own. Rather than imprison them or make them unfit to work, we extract the tusks of those who failed the clan. Better than the bloodletting, I guess. But it's said to be excruciating.
You think the chief will follow through with it?
She'll take pleasure in it, unless you persuade her otherwise. Please, just talk to her. Convince her not to punish Mazog. Urzik may be blinded by her anger, but she bears some of the blame too. A failure in the clan is a failure of the chief.
The clan survives. Barely. We couldn't have done it without your help. I don't say this often, but thank you. Now tell me, did you find anything while you were down there? Anything that might explain how all this happened?
Mazog altered the recipe to try and take the strain off the miners.
Damn it! I suspected as much, but I really hoped I was wrong. She's given me no choice. I must invoke the blood price. Mazog's actions led to the death of her kin and the near collapse of our stronghold. I will remove her tusks myself.
Thulsgreg thinks you're guilty as well. You forced this new method on the clan without listening.
Of course Thulsgreg blames me. He always blames me. I brought this clan, this family, back from the brink. I gave us a second chance. I pushed too hard. This is what being a chief looks like. If our roles were reversed, what would you do?
I'd spare Mazog. You said yourself you pushed too hard. She was only trying to help the clan.
You make a good point. I need to show my clan that I don't just offer a new approach to mining. I offer a new approach to what life in the clan means. And that starts now with mercy. Thank you. Please take this as a token of our friendship. I have a good feeling about the Stronghold's future. Hopefully this leniency will set us on a new course. Maybe Thulsgreg will even thank me. That would be a change of pace. Honestly, this is an opportunity to start fresh. We need that.
What will you do about those creatures still stalking the mine?
That will take time. Our clan knows those tunnels better than anyone. We're in no condition to mount a full assault, but with planning and the right alchemical concoctions, we should be able to selectively cave in the shafts that are overrun.
You're gonna lose a lot of your mind that way.
You're right. We will. But part of being an orc is starting with less. We'll find new deposits, maybe stretch our operation to the hills east of the stronghold. The Nords won't like it, but you know what I say to that.
I don't know. What do you say to that?
Tough.
Any other plans?
Rebuild. I'll work with Muga and the others to improve our processes in the mine. Reiterate the advantages, while taking their concerns into consideration. Showing Mazog mercy is just the first step. I have a lot to do.
Thank you, outsider. You saved this clan from ruin and my wife from unimaginable pain. I don't know how you convinced the chief to have mercy, but I don't care. This is great news. Maybe I misjudged Urzik. We'll see.
Have you changed your mind about Chief Urzik?
Perhaps I was too quick to judge. I disrespected her, but she still found it in her heart to free Mazog. I will support Chief Urzik going forward, you have my word. For the good of the clan, maybe we can find middle ground.
Alright, it's good to hear.
Hear your chief. Mazog made a foolish mistake, but there has been enough bloodshed today.
Thank you, Chief Urzik. Thank you!
As chief, I shoulder the blame as well. We orcs are slow to forgive, but we will forgive.